Greetings everyone. In this lecture we will be learning about inductive effect, electromagnetic effect and resonance. So what is inductive effect? It is the process of electron shift along the chain of covalent bonds due to the presence of this polar covalent bond in a molecule is called as inductive effect. As we can see that these bonds are non-polar covalent bonds, and due to the presence of this chlorine atom, this bond is polar covalent bond. So as we know that chlorine is electronegative in nature, so it will attract this shared pair of electron towards itself. Because of this, it will develop a partial negative charge and this carbon will develop a partial positive charge. Now this positively charged carbon atom will attract the shared pair of electrons of this bond towards itself. Because of this, this carbon will develop double units of positive charge and the process will go so on. So due to the presence of this polar covalent bond, these non-polar covalent bonds, their electrons get shifted due to the presence of this polar covalent bond. This effect is called as inductive effect. And we can see that it decreases as we move away from this polar bond. And also this is a permanent effect. Now inductive effect, it is of two types, that is plus I effect and minus I effect. Plus I effect means electron releasing inductive effect and minus I effect means electron withdrawing inductive effect. Now which are the groups which show plus I inductive effect are CH3, that is methyl group, CH2CH3, that is ethyl. This is tertiary butyl group, and the groups which show minus I effect are NO2 nitro group, CN cyanide, fluoride, chloride, bromide, OH negative OR and C6H5, that is phenyl group. They show minus I effect. Now what are the applications of inductive effect? First and foremost application is that it helps us to compare the acidic strength of carboxylic acids. As we all know that carboxylic acids, they are acidic in nature. They show ionization and So let us write their reaction. This is our carboxylic acid, RC double bond OOH plus water. This is a reversible reaction. We will get carboxylate anion RCOO negative plus H3O positive. If we write down their equilibrium constant, or in this case that will be called as acidity constant, that is equal to concentration of products over concentration of reactants. That is concentration of RCO negative into concentration of H3O positive divided by concentration of RCOH, and concentration of water is taken as unity because we assume that our solvent is present in excess, so its concentration is taken as unity. So now in this carboxylic acid, here we will take two examples. In first example we will attach any group to this carboxylic acid which will have minus I effect, and in second example we will have any group which will have plus I effect. So in this we have added any group to this carboxylic acid which shows minus I effect. Now we know this reaction that carboxylic acid, they get converted to carboxylate anion. So any group which has minus I effect, let us name this group as G. This G which has minus I effect, it will disperse the negative charge of the carboxylate anion. So and we know that dispersal of charge, it leads to stability. Every time when a charge is dispersed, system gets more stable. So this G group which has minus I effect, it will disperse the negative charge. This negative charge earlier it was present only on oxygen atom. Now it's disperses and from this oxygen atom to this G atom. So it will disperse the negative charge, so it will stabilize this carboxylate anion. So carboxylate anion will get stabilized, and anything which is stable, its formation is preferred. So carboxylic acids will prefer to form this carboxylate ion which is stabilized by the presence of this G group which has minus I effect. So its acidic strength will increase. But in another case, we have this G group which has plus I effect. If we attach any G group, any group which has plus I effect, let us name this group as G. Because of this plus I effect, it will donate the electrons to the system. So this system already has negative charge, and also this G group, it is donating the electrons to this system. So this G group which has plus I effect, it will intensify the negative charge by releasing the electrons. So carboxylate ion will get destabilized because of concentration of negative charge. So carboxylate ion will get destabilized, and if it will get destabilized, then its formation will not be preferred and the reaction will not go in the forward direction. So we can say that acidic strength of carboxylic acids will decrease. So what are the groups which have plus I effect? We have methyl, we have ethyl, we have tertiary butyl. Next question here is that out of acetic acid and chloroacetic acid, which is more acidic and why? Now this is acetic acid, that is CH3COOH. If we write down its ionization reaction, CH3COOH reacts with water, so we will get this acetate ion CH3COO negative plus H3O positive ion. Here is the carboacetate ion. In case of chloroacetic acid, if we write down its ionization reaction, we will have this chloroacetate ion plus H3O positive. Now we can see in both the carboxylate ions that in acetate ion, this methyl group has plus I effect. So because of this plus I effect, it will donate the electrons to the system. This system already has negative charge. So because of plus I effect of methyl group, it will intensify the negative charge on this carboxylate anion, which will destabilize the system, and hence the reaction will not go in the forward direction. So we can say that acidity of carboxylic acid will decrease. But in second case, we have this chlorine atom attached to this, which has minus I effect. So because of its minus I effect, it will withdraw the electrons from the system. So negative charge which is dispersed on this oxygen atom, which is present on this oxygen atom, it will get dispersed from this oxygen atom to this chloride ion. So more the dispersal of charge, more is the stability. So this carboxylate ion will get stabilized, and anything which is stabilized, its formation is preferred, so the reaction will move in the forward direction. So we can say that acidity of chloroacetic acid will increase as compared to acetic acid. So the answer to this question is that yes, chloroacetic acid is more acidic because carboxylate ion which is formed is more stable. Also we can discuss another question. Arrange the following acids in decreasing order of their acidity. First is acetic acid, chloroacetic acid, dichloroacetic acid and trichloroacetic acid. Which one is more acidic and why? We know that Cl group has minus I effect. So because of its minus I effect, it will stabilize the carboxylate ion and it will increase the acidity of carboxylic acid. So more the number of chlorine atoms, more will be the minus I effect, and more strongly it will increase the acidity of carboxylic acids. So this has 3 chlorine atoms, 2 chlorine atom, 1 chlorine atom and 0 chlorine atom. So we can say that this acetic acid will have maximum minus I effect. So it will be most acidic in nature. So trichloroacetic acid will be most acidic, then dichloroacetic acid, then chloroacetic acid and then simple acetic acid. Now second application of inductive effect is that it helps us to compare the basic strength of ethylamine and acetamide. This is our ethylamine C2H5NH2. And this is our acetamide CH3C double bond O NH2. Here we can see that plus I effect of C2H5. This ethyl group, it has plus I effect. Now because of plus I effect, this nitrogen already has one lone pair of electron, and this ethyl, because of its plus I effect, it will donate the electrons to the system, which will lead to the concentration of charge or concentration of electrons on nitrogen atom. So stability of this system will decrease and its basicity will increase. Basicity is that how easily our system can provide us electrons. So more the number of electrons, more will be the basicity, but stability will decrease. No doubt basicity will increase, but stability of the system will decrease. In case of acetamide, we can see nitrogen already has one lone pair of electron, but this C double bond O group, it will show resonance. These electrons of NH2 group will move on this side and these electrons of double bond will move on this side. So what resonating structure we will get? CH3, C negative charge on oxygen, this single bond will be converted to double bond, and this positive charge on nitrogen. So we can say this positive charge on nitrogen, we can see that electron density on nitrogen will decrease due to resonance. So basicity of the system will decrease. So basicity of the system will decrease. So out of ethylamine and acetamide, if we want to say compare the basic strength, which one is more basic, we can say that ethylamine is more basic than acetamide. So next effect is electromeric effect. So what is electromeric effect? It is instantaneous and complete transfer of shared pair of electrons of multiple bond to one of the bonded atoms, either to this or to that bonded atom in the presence of any attacking reagent. For example, if we take this system A double bond B in the presence of any attacking reagent, then electrons of this shared pair of double bond will get transferred either to this atom or to that atom. So let us suppose they are transferred to this atom. A loses the electron, so it will get positive charge. B is gaining the electron, so it will get the negative charge. Also, it is a temporary effect. As soon as the attacking reagent is removed, the system will return back to its original position. Electromeric effect, it is of two types, plus E effect and minus E effect. So first let us start with plus E effect. Plus E effect means that when pi electrons are transferred to that atom of the multiple bond which gets bonded to the attacking reagent. Let us suppose we have this alkene, it reacts with H positive ion. So H positive ion will attack on this carbon atom. So these double bond electrons will have to move on this carbon atom, because this H positive will attack on that carbon atom which will have electron, because this H positive has positive charge and it is electron loving. So this carbon, it loses the electron, it will get positive charge, and this hydrogen will get attached to this carbon atom and we will get this product. So when the pi electrons are transferred to that atom of the multiple bond which gets bonded to the attacking reagent, this is called as plus E effect. Next is minus E effect. What is minus E effect? That when pi electrons are transferred to that atom of the multiple bond which does not gets bonded to the attacking reagent, For example, we have this aldehyde or ketone group which having C double bond O group. It reacts with cyanide ion, that is Cn negative. So Cn negative will attack on this carbon atom, and these double bond electrons will move on this oxygen atom. Why? Because this out of this carbon and oxygen is more electronegative, so it will attract this electron towards oxygen. So C will develop this positive charge and Cn negative will attack on this carbon atom because it has positive charge. So what we will get? We will get this structure. So this effect is called as minus E effect. So what are the applications of electromeric effect? First application is it is helpful in explaining the addition reactions of organic compounds having multiple bonds. Second application is if both inductive and electromeric effect operate together, they may assist or they may oppose each other. But if they oppose each other, then electromeric effect overcomes the inductive effect. Thank you so much.